When you picture a butterfly, what comes to mind? Grace? Beauty? A delicate dance on a gentle breeze? They are the living symbols of peace, transformation, and the harmless innocence of nature. We've been taught since we were kids that these creatures are nothing more than floating flowers, totally incapable of harm. But what if that image was hiding a deadly secret? Deep in the heart of Africa, there's a butterfly that completely shatters this perception. This isn't a symbol of peace. It's an insect so saturated with poison that its body is a chemical weapon. This butterfly carries a toxin so potent, it can seriously harm predators much larger than itself. This isn't a creature from a horror movie. It's very real. And it forces us to ask an unsettling question. How did an animal we associate with pure innocence become the world's most dangerous butterfly? Deep within the sweltering, shadow-drenched rainforests of Central and West Africa, a creature of breathtaking proportions flits through the gloom. This is Papilio antimachus, the African giant swallowtail. Its wingspan can stretch to an astonishing 10 inches, making it the largest butterfly in Africa and a true giant of the insect world. But its colossal size is merely a prelude to its far more terrifying secret. This isn't just a giant, it's a legend whispered in fear. Papilio antimachus is not just poisonous, it is widely considered the most toxic butterfly on the entire planet. Its body is a vessel for a chemical arsenal so potent that it has no known natural predators. In a world of eat or be eaten, nothing dares to eat this. While other butterflies might merely sicken a bird, a single bite of antimachus delivers a fatal dose. It is the king of poisons. This phantom of the forest is notoriously elusive, adding to its dark mystique. The males, like sentinels, patrol territories along streams in aggressive bursts of flight, but the females are specters rarely ever seen, living their entire lives hidden high in the suffocating confines of the forest canopy. For centuries, this ghost-like existence made its life cycle a complete mystery to science. No one knew where it came from, or how it became a vessel of death. Researchers knew it was toxic, but the source of its venom remained a terrifying puzzle. How could a delicate butterfly become so deadly? The answer, it's now believed, lies not within the butterfly itself, but in a sinister alliance formed in its youth. The entire lethal process begins with the caterpillar's first meal, and a pact with a single deadly plant. The lethal power of the African giant swallowtail is born in darkness, its secret weapon forged in its youth. It's thought to come from its caterpillar's diet, the leaves of a woody vine called Strophanthus gratus. This plant, a member of the dogbane family, is infamous in its own right, and is commonly known as the poison arrow vine. For generations, indigenous communities in Africa have harvested the seeds of this plant, understanding their deadly potential. From them, they create a highly potent poison for their hunting arrows. The poison is terrifyingly fast-acting and brutally effective, capable of stopping the heart of even large game. The active compounds are a class of toxins known as cardiac glycosides. But the specific chemical lurking in this vine is a compound called ouabain. And ouabain is not just powerful, it is one of the most aggressive and lethal cardiac poisons known to science, a true molecular assassin. And yet, the swallowtail caterpillar feasts on these deadly leaves. It's believed this creature evolved a miraculous resistance, allowing it to not only consume the poison, but to accumulate and store the toxins in its body. This process, called sequestration, makes the poison part of its very being. It stays with it through its transformation and into adulthood, turning the beautiful, innocent-looking butterfly into a silent, flying vessel for one of nature's most potent killers. For generations, people observed the plant's power and harnessed it, a dangerous knowledge passed down the generations. Meanwhile, the caterpillar quietly gains what it needs to become lethal. Scientists long suspected a plant link. Evidence now points to Strophanthus gratus and its ouabain-laced leaves. Seeds for arrows, leaves for caterpillars. The same chemistry with very different outcomes. Next, we'll zoom even deeper to the cellular sabotage that makes ouabain so deadly. To understand the true horror of what makes ouabain so deadly, we must journey deep inside the body, down to the microscopic realm of the living cell. Here, at the very core of existence, life hangs by a thread. The function of muscles and nerves is controlled by the flow of ions, managed by a microscopic machine called the sodium-potassium pump. Think of this pump as the cell's tireless gatekeeper, constantly maintaining the delicate electrical balance upon which life and death depend. This balance is what allows nerves to fire and muscles to contract. It's the source of the steady, life-sustaining rhythm of the heart. But Wabane is a molecular assassin. Its single terrifying mission: find this essential pump and shut it down, permanently. When Wabane enters the bloodstream, it launches a hostile takeover. It binds to the pump, jamming its mechanism. As sodium builds up inside the cell, it triggers a catastrophic, uncontrolled flood of calcium ions. For a heart muscle cell, this calcium flood is the ultimate nightmare. It forces the muscle into a violent, relentless contraction, locking it in a state of agonizing tension with no chance to relax. The heart is paralyzed in a sustained contraction, unable to pump blood. The result is a fatal arrhythmia and ultimately cardiac arrest. A silent internal seizure that brings everything to a sudden halt. And this terrifyingly efficient killer is the poison coursing through the veins of the African giant swallowtail. It has few, if any, known predators. Creatures in its habitat have learned a hard lesson. An attack on this butterfly is suicide. The African giant swallowtail is a stunning, terrifying reminder that in nature, the line between breathtaking beauty and mortal danger is often non-existent. But what about humans? Can the African giant swallowtail's poison harm us? The answer is, not by touching it. The toxins are only dangerous if ingested, or if you are shot by a poison-tipped arrow. So you won't be harmed by letting the butterfly land on you or by touching its wings. You just have to watch out for those arrows. The real danger is reserved for any animal or person foolish enough to eat it, or unfortunate enough to get shot by a poison-tipped arrow. In nature, beauty often hides powerful defenses. Thank you for joining us at Papillon Chateau. Follow or subscribe to uncover the mysteries where beauty conceals danger. And remember, at Papillon Chateau, even the most beautiful wings can carry deadly secrets, and some are even laced with poison.